Hey, we're back again. Dr. Ornedo, Dr. Cruz, and White Coat Medicine Talks. A subject that I think you and I hear this, David. I was at your office for 2-3 hours. Maybe not as much anymore, David, with you, right? Possibly. But still, you're there with a patient long, and they'll come in and say, "I've still been waiting for you."
Yeah.
What's the answer if I'm a patient?
Okay. Well,
or
I've actually heard some patients that in my clinic will wait, and then I've heard some of the people talk about waiting, going in the morning and coming out at night in some clinics, right? So
yeah, I've heard that.
And then you go, okay, well, not so bad,
exactly.
Whatever. Yeah, it's pretty good.
We're still in the daylight.
It's we got it for lunch. We're good, but I think the wait times vary every single day.
Yes.
So some of the things that we do in clinic that people need to know is, of course, when we bring a patient in and we're doing their vitals, if something is wrong with them right then and there, we have to deal with those things. We can't wait. Is
that what you call triage, right?
Yeah, we're triaging them, and we try to assess what's going on immediately. And so that kind of helps us kind of speed things up a little bit with some patients. And then what we also do is sometimes we bring in those patients and maybe we do their labs first. We do their bone density test, an EKG, things that they need, an eye exam with what we do there with the retinal test.
And what you need for that patient.
Yeah, and
for
so
you to be like,
right.
I got everything I need.
And so there's a lot of things that need to be done sometimes. And so we're doing all these different things for a patient. In the meantime, I'm trying to see another patient that maybe already had some of those things done and maybe still needs some other things done. Just
keep
so
it going so
yeah.
people can
So move. But at the same time, we're trying to do that, and I'm trying to make sure that I answer their questions. I think a long time ago, they would tell doctors, okay, one visit, one problem, right? And now it's not like that. Now it's one visit, every problem in the world, and then you deal with everything because you want to get things taken care of. And sometimes we can't take care of everything in one visit, and we need to rush a little bit. And even though we rush, we still take long with our patients, right?
Yes.
Because to explain to a patient, to make sure that they understand that this medication is twice a day instead of once a day, that one is once a day, but this one's going to be 3 times a day now. And so you have to go through it. You have to write it down for them. You have to explain everything. Take care of that. Now, the other thing that happens is that behind the scenes, we're also taking care of other paperwork that needs to be done to give to insurances so that we can actually do MRIs, we can do referrals, we can do, AccuCheck machines, blood pressure machines, beds, mattresses, whatever they need.
So you're doing administrative work.
And a lot of those things that are taken care of, you need to sign off of, you need to talk, or you need some conversation as to why it's not getting done. So there's a lot of things that are going on at the same time. We
behind the scenes.
And so, and when we go from one room to the next, now we have to actually do all these electronic, medical records, right? So electronic medical records, and it's, in theory, it's supposed to save us time. In reality, in practicality, it may not. I think it takes us a little bit longer to finish those up a little bit more.
Yes.
I've gotten better and faster at them, where I can get them done right after the patient leaves or as the patient is talking to me. But you also, how do you do that? Because I know it takes a little bit of my eye contact away from my patient when I'm in there with a computer, talking to my computer and typing onto my computer instead of seeing the patient. However, I'm still communicating with the patient and talking to them, even though my eyes may not be visually on them, right?
Exactly. And I think that's one of the biggest changes. I think when we're on the computer doing our electronic medical records, inputting the things that we need to hear, so usually either the patient's right in front of you or right next to you, and you're like listening to them, and I make the point of, I'm listening to you, I'm watching you, I'm still typing.
Right.
Or sometimes they're seated back here, and I'll look at them and say, I'm sorry I'm giving you my back, but I'm writing what you're telling me.
Right.
And now I'm going to go examine you.
You don't have those little glasses that you put in the back of your head and you can look at them?
I saw them the other day on HEB. Do they work?
No, they don't, man.
But no, it's amazing what the changes are. Are you okay?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm fine. Something
that-
fell. I was like,
Okay.
something hit my foot.
That we have to deal with every day. It's not going to be
Yeah.
the same.
So
amount of time.
yeah, and insurances now want.
They want to talk to you on the phone, right?
Yeah,
Or
they want to
something
talk, or they want approvals for things and this and that, and they want these notes to be as precise as possible, as thorough as possible,
Yes.
and if and almost repetitive, man. They're repetitive. I mean,
Yes.
if I had my choice,
Uh-huh.
I would bring in my patients, see them, talk to them, get them out, not write any notes, and just go on to the next patient. Man, we could see 100 patients or 200 patients a day like
Big
that.
time.
As it is,
Mm-hmm.
because of the constraints,
Mm-hmm.
we're having to cut down from what we probably used to see,
Mhm.
40 or 50 patients,
Mhm.
sometimes down to 30, now down to 25 patients a day.
Mm-hmm.
So
Give people the quality time.
right, and so when you have to do that, you're not going to have the biggest staff in the world either, right?
Mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
you have to work around different things to get there and do some things differently, right?
We still have to act and run like a business at the same time. We're always
Right,
putting our patients first.
right.
But those are some of the things that Dr. Cruz and I wanted to let our patients know. There's very few doctors. Thank God there's more now that care for our patients thoroughly and try to give them the time and take care of them as best as possible. But we've got so many regulations that every day we're pulled left or right, and some of the things that I think that they ask physicians, what is the things that you enjoy more, or what are the things that you
Mhm.
enjoy less of your practice
Yeah,
period? And I think most of the time, I think doing the administrative part seems to be one of the worst, or
yeah.
bureaucracy and so forth.
I agree.
And most of it will say, I rather just sit and talk with my patients.
Because
It's the most satisfying.
I think most of us have fun talking to
Yeah.
our patients, right? I mean, I kind of enjoy that. I mean,
Yeah,
we
learn a lot of things.
You learn a lot. I think we are trained
Well, it's
listeners.
like a family, because you've grown with them, and you and I have practiced long enough to say
Hmm.
it's like talking to your friends every day.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, you got this. Oh, that's right. The last 2 minutes. Okay, what were you here for? No,
exactly. Why did you come?
I know, right? But no, it's exactly what it is.
No, but we always try our best to try to get patients out on time. But when we do take long, it's because we're actually paying attention to our
It's actually
patients.
a real good reason.
And in my clinic, you hear a lot of laughter
Mhm.
and a lot of things. Doesn't mean we're not working, man. We're working hard. We can work through the laughter, but you do have to enjoy your place
That's right.
of employment, and I think that's really important, not only for us but for our patients and for
It's kind of a rule of thumb. My dad told me, never do something that you don't love.
right.
And I think that's something that you and I could probably say, David, that we love.
Yeah, we love what we do,
Yeah.
and I totally enjoy it, and I love talking to all my patients, and I want to thank you guys for always being there and
Thank you.
for giving us the time to talk to you and take care of you and to wait for us.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks, guys.